Alright guys, well I am on my way down to my movie theater room, also known as the basement, but who calls it that? I've got a nice big glass of pure leaf tea here, and today what's exciting is we are going to talk about my Blu-rays that I have picked up, but not just any Blu-rays that I've picked up, my Black Friday movie deals. There's something about buying a Blu-ray at low cost that just makes me happy inside. And today, we're going to talk about all the stuff I picked up on Black Friday. Alright guys, so we've made it to the Christmas tree that is in my basement. This Christmas tree is actually pretty cool, and I'm going to give you guys a quick show. We have Mr. Tom Cruise right there. We have the Seinfeld sweater that says Festivus for the rest of us. Over here you got the Harry Potter books with a little wand in between, which is pretty cool. Over here is the Friends couch. Admittedly, that's my wife's pick for this tree. Down here, we have Thanos. Over here, Deadpool. Up top, Spider-Man. And down below, we have the DeLorean and the Mandalorian. Just thought I'd show you my tree. So with all of the introductions and the tree out of the way, let's jump into the Blu-rays that I picked up on Black Friday. But actually, before we do that, we have to do something else. I have to talk to you about the last movie I received as a birthday gift. It came a week or two late. It was from my wife, and it is Scream on 4K. I can't wait to check out this transfer. The problem is I just watched Scream on Blu-ray for Halloween, so I'm not really in the Scream mood. This may have to wait a full year until Halloween comes back around and I'm in the mood to watch Scream, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you want to watch Scream. But check out this case. It's awesome. I like the knife on the front of the cover. On the back it says, "Do you like scary movies?" And it has the cell phone. I love that. Or the house phone. I'm sorry, not cell phone. And then inside, you have Drew Barrymore screaming. I love it. This is a great case. I can't wait to check out the transfer to 4K. Wanted to talk to you guys about this. It's not part of my Black Friday Blu-ray finds. But all of that said and out of the way, now, wait. Pure Leaf Tea. They don't sponsor me. They probably should. And that's not super cold today. Gotta find out why. Okay. Let's do it. So guys, I went to 3 places for Black Friday this year. A lot of places had their deals early, like Target and Best Buy, so I got those a day before Black Friday. And on actual Black Friday, the only place I went was Disc Replay because they had everything half off, which if you don't know is insane because at Disc Replay, most of the stuff is like $4, so you were getting Blu-rays for $2. So a lot of the stuff wasn't like incredible pickups, but it was stuff that I wasn't willing to spend even $4 or $5 on, and I was like, yeah, I'll spend $2. Okay. Let's do it. I've waited long enough. This video has gone on for too long without talking about Blu-rays. So, the first one I picked up at Disc Replay was National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets. I like this movie. It's a good follow-up. Admittedly, it's not as good as National Treasure 1, but I didn't have it in my collection, and it's Nicolas Cage, so I needed it. Next up, guys, we have a movie I'm looking forward to watching and reviewing. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. Whenever I plan to review something that isn't in theaters, I tend not to review it. So I've got to be careful about what I say. But I would like to watch and review this on Christmas, and that is Once Upon a Deadpool. It's Deadpool 2, but Christmas version. I heard about this. When I found it, I was like, I need it. It's also in PG-13, so I'm curious to know what they cut out of Deadpool 2. But yeah, Once Upon a Deadpool. I'm looking forward to checking that out and maybe doing a Christmas review for it. Next up, guys, we have Jack Reacher. Tom Cruise is Jack Reacher. That's all I remember from this movie. I saw it a long time ago. I remember there's like a shootout toward the end of it. He's also a badass the whole time, but it's Tom Cruise. When is he not a badass? All right, next up, guys, it's a horror movie that is underrated in my opinion, and that is Drag Me to Hell. I think it's a really fun movie. It's a B movie, but I think it's a really fun movie. I love where the goat comes alive, starts talking, and bites that dude's hand. Yeah, I like that a lot. Next up, guys, is a movie I saw one time, and it's called Let's Be Cops. It's 2 guys who decide to rent police uniforms, trick out their Crown Vic to look like a police car, and pretend to be cops. And of course, they get, tangled up in problems with drug kingpins. And I think Lawrence Fishburne's in this. But yeah, Let's Be Cops. Next up, guys, Chaos. It's weird. I was just watching a movie with Ryan Phillippe the other night. I told my wife, I was like, he was in a movie with Jason Statham, and I think I've got it on DVD. Well, now I've got it on Blu-ray. Chaos. Wesley Snipes is in it, too. Next up, guys, I have the movie Anchorman. Now, I had this on DVD, but I never had Anchorman on Blu-ray. I've had the second one on Blu-ray forever, and I was willing to pay $2, so Anchorman. Not that I was not willing to pay $4 for it, but it feels good inside to know that I got it for $2. Next up, guys, Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2. Never owned them before. I didn't even have them on DVD, so I have these on Blu-ray now. My collection's complete. I have the third Bad Boys, so yeah, they're all complete now. Next up is a movie that I'm not a huge fan of, but I've been kind of collecting Quentin Tarantino's work lately, and so I found Reservoir Dogs, and I needed it. I'm not saying I don't like the movie. I know a lot of people do. I love that opening. The opening about tips from Steve Buscemi is great. I just think it's not his best work, personally. Next up, guys, is a movie I haven't seen yet, and I know it's a crime against humanity that I haven't seen this, but it's Mad Max Fury Road. I've started it once or twice, and I just couldn't get into it, but I hear the action is phenomenal, and I promise you guys that I will take time to sit down in my movie theater room and watch Mad Max Fury Road. Next up, guys, is a movie called Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Or maybe it's called Tom Cruise is Jack Reacher Never Go Back. I'm not really sure. Have not seen this one yet. Guess we'll find out. Next up, guys, I'm going to turn a little. Next up, guys, is a movie called Prisoners of the Ghost Line. This movie just came out. I found it at Walmart, so I lied. I did find something at Walmart. And it's Prisoners of the Ghost Land. Haven't checked it out yet. Looking forward to it. It's got Nicolas Cage and the chick that played the mummy in the Tom Cruise mummy movie, Sophia Boutella. There it is. Next up, guys, we have Minority Report. I love Minority Report. I've had it on DVD forever. I finally found it on Blu-ray. This is one that I was excited to find and on the cheap this year for Black Friday. So Minority Report, it's one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies, and it's one of my favorite Spielberg movies on top of that. Next up, guys, we have Troy. I haven't seen Troy in a long, long time. Brad Pitt, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom. I read them in order on the case. I have seen this movie, but it has been a long time. I do remember like the opening scene, like Brad Pitt comes out and kills a giant in like 2 seconds. Maybe I'm not remembering that right, but that's what I remember. So we'll see if my memory serves me right when I rewatch it. Next up, 21 Bridges. Chadwick Boseman's last movie. Well, that might not be true. He had that one that dropped on Netflix, but I think his last movie he filmed was 21 Bridges. Came out toward the end of 2019, before the world crashed. I liked this movie. And it also has, what's his name? No, not Sienna Miller. What's his name? J. Jonah Jameson. J.K. Simmons. There it is. You guys know who I'm talking about. Next up, guys, we have Die Another Day. It is my only Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie that I like. I used to like The World Is Not Enough. Not a big fan of it anymore. But Die Another Day is the only James Bond movie that I like outside of the Daniel Craig movies. I'm not saying I don't like Roger Moore and I don't like Sean Connery, but am I going to rewatch those? No. I've seen them a long time ago when I was a kid. I'm not going to rewatch them now. The Daniel Craig movies, they're really good, and I do like rewatching those every now and then. But Die Another Day holds a special place in my heart for some reason. I don't know. Really like it, though. Next up, Four Brothers. Had this on DVD, transferred it to Blu-ray. It's a great movie. Not much more I can say about Four Brothers. It's Tyrese Gibson, Mark Wahlberg, Andre Benjamin. Okay, now I don't know who I'm talking about, but I do like this a lot. It's a great movie. It's a lot of fun. And that ending scene on the ice with Mark Wahlberg, beautiful. Next up, guys, is an oldie, but a goodie, and that is The Sound of Music. I watched this movie about 2,000 times growing up. We were only allowed to watch older movies, so Sound of Music was on the list, and we were allowed to watch it. So I picked it up because I'm going to force my kids to watch it eventually. But also, it's, you know, it's also a good movie. Next up, guys, Creed, the first one. I have owned the second one since the day it came out on Blu-ray. I needed it. I love it so much. This one I like, but I wanted the set to be complete. And again, it was cheap, so Creed. Next up, guys, is a Jake Gyllenhaal movie called Source Code. Now, I've seen this once before. It didn't blow my mind, but I remember liking it. And I've been on a weird Jake Gyllenhaal kick lately, so Source Code, Jake Gyllenhaal. Boom. Next up, guys, American History X. I really like this movie. I think it's a fun movie. Okay, it's not a fun movie, but it's a good movie. Well, it may not be a good movie, but it's got some memorable scenes. I disapprove of everything that Edward Norton is in this movie. There. I feel like I've covered all the bases there. All right, next up, guys, we have The Man with the Iron Fist. Now, what intrigued me about this is Quentin Tarantino presents, but he didn't direct. So, like, his name's on the movie so that you'll buy it. But he didn't direct. I haven't seen this, but it's got Russell Crowe in it. I'm excited about that. So, The Man with the Iron Fist, I will check this out at some point. Next up, guys, okay, I think we're through. Are we through? Or not? Hold on, I was wrong. Hold on. Oh, I was so wrong. Okay, more disc replay stuff. Trying to get that out of the way first. Because you know I got these on, like, super discount. Next up, guys, I got The Blair Witch Project. I love The Blair Witch Project. I owned it on VHS back in the day. I've had it on DVD forever, and I couldn't find it on Blu-ray. And then one day I found it on Blu-ray, The Blair Witch Project. I probably could have found these, but you know me. I don't like to go online and just buy a bunch of stuff online. I like the stuff to be found, because it feels like I've fulfilled a piece of finding the movie. You would just go on Amazon and buy these movies, but it's not the same. Next up, guys, is Batman Returns. Another one I could have just bought on Amazon at any point in time, but I wanted to find it. I found Batman Returns. The case isn't in great condition. It might be one of those where I need to change out the case eventually. But yeah, Batman Returns. Next up, guys, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes is a movie about Sherlock Holmes as an older man going through some dementia, but he's trying to solve his final case. It intrigued me, so I picked it up. All right, next up, guys, is a horror movie that I just recently rewatched, and I liked it a lot, and then I found it in disc replay, and I was like, I need it, and it's It Follows. It Follows is a movie about a demon or a ghost or a monster of some sort that follows you, but it only follows you after you have had sex with someone else that it was following, that it follows you, and then you have to get rid of it by having sex with someone else. So, yeah, that's the movie. Two people banging in a car. Next up, guys, National Treasure 1. Yeah, that's right. I talked about National Treasure 2 earlier because I found them back to back. National Treasure 1. I love this movie. It is one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies. It's a fun adventure movie, and it's funny. It's so funny. I love this, and I know my kids are going to love it eventually as well. All right, guys, that's everything I got from Disc Replay. Those were all on super discount. Now, the next one was at Target. They had buy two, get one free. So I bought two that I was looking for, and they were also on sale. So on top of buying two new movies, they were on sale. So, for instance, Black Widow, the red case. I finally got the red case. I was so excited. I was worried that if I waited too long, I wasn't going to get the red case, but I got the red case. It means a lot to me. Anyway, I got the red case for Black Widow, and it was originally $29, and it was dropped down to $15. So that was a pretty good deal. Black Widow's a fun movie. Yeah, I know it's on Disney+, but now it's in my hands, and it's mine forever. And then I got Wonder Woman 1984. I'm not saying it's a great movie, but it's only $7, so I got it. But the one I got for free was Godzilla vs. Kong, a movie I really liked this year and I never reviewed. Quick review on Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla kicks Kong's ass. Kong helps beat Mechagodzilla. Spoiler alert for that movie. He beats Mechagodzilla, and then Godzilla says, "Oh yeah, you want to go again?" And Kong's like, "No, I don't want this smoke." Drops the hammer. It's done. But the fights were really cool in this movie. All right, that's what I got from Target, guys. Finally, I went to Best Buy. Now, I went to Best Buy. I wasn't sure what I was going to get, but I found 3 movies, and they are all 4K movies, and they are the Dark Knight trilogy. I am so excited to have these on 4K. I've wanted them on 4K for a long time, but the deal is the best part about this. So these are being sold in a pack right now, just like this, with a little brown box over it. Brown, black, you get the idea. The point is they're selling it in a case for $60, but I had a $10 coupon, so that would have brought it down to $50. However, they were selling these 3 individually, without a slipcover, unfortunately, but individually for $10 a piece. So since I had $10, I only spent $20, and I got the entire Dark Knight trilogy on 4K. These are going to look glorious downstairs. I can't wait to pop these into my 4K TV, turn the lights on in the basement, make some popcorn, grab something cold to drink, and enjoy the Dark Knight trilogy. In like one day, I'll just watch them all. So Batman Begins, phenomenal movie on 4K. The Dark Knight, and look at that case. It's just beautiful. My favorite of any superhero movie right here, The Dark Knight. And The Dark Knight Rises. Might be the weakest of the 3, but I've grown to love it. I love that ending, that ambiguous ending where, is Batman alive? You get to kind of choose your ending. Is Batman dead? Did Bruce Wayne live? I choose to think that he died. And that's how I'm going to end this. That is how I'm going to end it. On that note, I choose to think that the Dark Knight died at the end of The Dark Knight Rises. But guys, that is my Blu-ray haul from Black Friday. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, the share button, and make sure you subscribe because there's a lot of content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.